exercise is good for releasing the neck. So these are 1 pound weights, and you're going to bring your hands down by your side and just allow the weights to pull the arms down. So it's just a small pull. You're sitting with your weight even on both sitting bones, your feet are flat. You're going to turn your head to the right and then nod and hold it. And you're going to hold that to a count of 10. And then you're going to lift the head. You're going to go all the way around to the left, nod, and hold it. Lift, come back up, and then you repeat that 5 times. The next part of the exercise, imagine that you are able to lay your ear on your own shoulder. So you're going to drop your head to the left as if you were laying your ear on your shoulder, again holding on to the weights. What you'll notice is a big pull from just behind the ear down the neck and across the top of the shoulder. And then come back, and now you're going to drop your head to the right. And you may notice that one side is tighter than the other. That's usually the case. And then come back up. And then the last one in this series is, I want you to imagine that you have a pen tip on your chin, and you're going to draw a smiley face. So you're going to go up one side, and then down, and then up the other side. So you're drawing a smiley face with your chin. The whole time, you're just making sure that your weight's even on your sitting bones. You're not leaning from one side to the other, and the body doesn't move, just the head. And then you're going to come back to center. Pause. Okay, the next exercise we're going to use to work the shoulders. So you're going to be laying flat on your back. Again, remember you have a neutral pelvis here, so the pelvis is not tilted one way or the other. And you just want to make sure that the shoulder blades are planted on the mat. You're going to bring your arms up, keeping the shoulder blades down. And the first one, you're going to lift the fingertips towards the ceiling, now allowing the shoulder blades to come up, and then drop the shoulder blades. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. And you're going to do that 10 times. The second one, you're going to do one arm at a time. This time, the arm comes up, you're going to reach like you're changing a light bulb, and then turn and lower. And you will alternate. So the next one, you're going to come up and twist, come back down, setting the shoulder blade on the mat, reach, and lower. Exhale as you reach, inhale back down, and exhale, and inhale. And do that 5 times on each arm. And then the last one, you're going to lay your arms out to the side. Start at about a 45-degree angle. Keeping the palms down, you're going to lift the arms up, go past the shoulder line, and then come back down. As the arms lift, try not to let the rib cage pop up. And lift, and these are called snow angels. And they work the shoulder joint. Okay, so the next one we're going to work on posture. So I want you to start by laying on your back. You're going to have a very neutral pelvis. In other words, you're not tilting the pelvis towards the belly button or away. You're going to keep it very neutral. Line the heels up with the sitting bones. And then I want you to bring your arms straight up, dropping the shoulder blades. Make a soft fist, bend the elbows out to the side, and set the elbows on the floor. What tends to happen in this exercise is people will tend to let the hands drop in. I want you to keep the wrists over the elbow joint. Then you're going to just lay the hands back and come back up. And lay the hands back and come back up. What you're doing is a rotation of the shoulder joint. Now you may find that you cannot touch the back of your hand to the ground, and that's okay. Even if you only get this far, you just continue to work on it until eventually you will be able to touch the ground with the back of your hand. Second part of the exercise, you're going to bring the arms back up into the air. Again, checking the shoulder blades, making sure that they're down and anchored, making sure that your pelvis is neutral. You're going to bring the arms all the way back. Now, some people find this difficult. So if you can't touch, that's okay. I want you to go back to this one. But if you can, you're going to bring the hands all the way back, allow the back of the fingertips to touch the floor. Keeping the fingertips on the floor, you're going to bring the elbows down to shoulder level and then back up. And down to shoulder level and back up. Down. Up. Watch that the rib cage doesn't pop up on this one. And back down and pause. Okay, this next exercise is also a wonderful exercise for posture. It also works your arms and your upper back. So this one I got from a gentleman by the name of P.E. Goskew out of his book called Pain Free, and it's just an excellent way to straighten out that little hump in the upper back. So you're going to start facing forward. You want to make sure that your feet are even and that they're parallel. The tendency is for the feet to turn out. You're going to keep them parallel. And then keeping your weight even on your feet, you're going to lift your hands. And the first thing we're going to do is circles. You're going to make small circles the size of a dessert plate. Now, in demonstrating, I'm only going to do a few of these, but I want you to start with 25 and you're going to work up to 50. And then you're going to turn your palms up and you're going to go backwards. Notice my knuckles are folded. You're going in the direction of the thumb. And then the third part of the exercise, you're going to bring your knuckles to your temple. The fingertips will be pointing forward and the thumbs are on the chin. And then from here, you're going to bring the elbows forward to touch. Now, many people cannot touch, and that's okay. If you can't touch, you just go as far as you can, and you will eventually work into being able to touch the elbows. This one's a good one to do in front of a mirror, so you can watch the hands, that the fingers don't drop down, and also that you can watch the wrist to make sure there's not a lot of bending going on. And then you're going to work up to doing 30 of the elbow touch. And then bring your hands back down by your side, roll the shoulders back a couple of times, and pause.
There you go.
Okay, so the next exercise is a series called the Animal Series, and it's for the lower back. Wonderful for loosening up the lower back if you have a stiff lower back. We're going to start out on your hands and knees. The tendency when you go on your hands and knees is to put the arms out in front of you, but I want you to bring the wrists back until they're almost under your shoulders. You're going to line the knees up under your hips. And cat is that angry howling cat that you see. So what you're going to do is pull the belly button in, pull the belly in, and then you're going to drop the head and the tail, and you're just going to push the back towards the ceiling. That's cat. And then you go from that into camel, where your bottom's lifted and your head is lifted. So it's cat and camel. You want to remember on this one to keep the belly button pulled towards the spine. You're protecting the lower back. Belly button's pulled in. I'm getting a real nice stretch both ways. The second one in the animal series is called Wag the Tail. Wagging the tail, you're going to lift your, we'll start with the left. You're going to lift your left foot off the ground, and you're going to bring that foot around behind you. Then you're going to twist and look at it. Then you're going to bring it out to the side and twist and look at it. Around behind you, out to the side. This allows the spine to stretch laterally. Instead of up and down, it's one side to side. Of course, anything we do on one side, we do on the other. What you want to watch for here is to not lean with the hips. You're really just moving the legs. And then the third one is called poodle tail. And poodle tail, I want you to imagine that you're a poodle. You have a little bitty tail, and you dipped it in paint. And with that paint, you're going to paint circles on the wall behind you. So you're going to move your hips, you can make little circles or big circles. And you want to do 10 in each direction. You can work up to 20. And then make sure you go in the opposite direction. And you may notice that when you move in the opposite direction, it feels odd. When you're done with that series, you want to drop down, setting your bottom on your heels if you can, and then drop your head to the floor, stretch out the lower back.